Yes, I'm going to say di enkomo ahodona. Yewura Dr. Nyaho Nyaho Tamakloe, NPP founding member. Na watutu bi amane party leaders ne pa nya asem ketwa. Na ne samo do to nyina ne se NPP party no ewo crisis pa omu ha mu a nya asem ketwa de nhyemu pina na de atu edwa. Ebusu enkomo ne wa. Yenkoni ntin nsemo do Yewura Dr. Nyaho Nyaho Tamakloe. Ono so de atu edwa fa NPP amanyoko ne ho ye ba besi ho konya na ye de ho enkomo.
The party itself was set up on principle of democracy, and which of course include freedom of speech. And the freedom of speech should be enjoyed by every member of the party. So to me, what Adwoa Safo did, there's nothing wrong with that. Indeed, everyone in the party who really loves the party must be concerned about what happened in the 2024 elections. And also find it very important to comment on it. So if a party member, and not just a party member but a member of parliament, has come out boldly to express their views, I don't think there's anything wrong at all with that. Indeed, we have had that before. If my memory could serve me right, when BJ Darocha, Peter Alajete, Odoi Size, KJ Sebons, and others I can't remember now, when there's a party discussion or meeting, they are criticized, the leadership is criticized. I remember Kwame Pieni was an outstanding member who always spoke his mind. So as far as I'm concerned, what Adwoa Safo did has not in any way at all injured the party.
Right, so do you think that the current leadership is not accommodating enough? You've cited Darocha and co. And how was this kind of criticisms at the time handled compared to what we are seeing now? How would you describe the current leadership in terms of its handling of criticism or dissenting views?
Well, I have said that the party present leadership, if I had been in their shoes, they should all have resigned by now and give way to people who will manage the party properly, not people who came into the party because of personal interest, not people who came into the party to acquire wealth and property. And indeed, the present leadership of the party cannot, and I repeat, cannot reorganize the party.
Why so?
And that is what we have to look at very carefully. I didn't hear you well. So what?
I'm asking, you said the current leadership cannot reorganize the party. Meanwhile, we have just a few years to the next election, and they've set out some plans with regards to finding out what caused the defeat in 2024 election. These are clear plans the party or steps the party is taking to reorganize the party. But you are of the opinion that the party cannot reorganize the party. And I'm asking you, why do you think so?
I say the present leadership of the party cannot reorganize the party for any victory in the future. I say so because they know it themselves. There have been a lot of infractions and malpractices before they came into power. We have never in the history of the party elected officers by bribing or through bribery. That's never happened. But what we saw when they were elected worried a lot of people. And the result we expected is exactly what came out. So as far as I'm concerned, none of them, none, and I say none of them, has the mandate or right to be part of that reorganization group that will reorganize the party and put it on its right path.
Well, does that also extend to the committee set up to look into why the party lost? Because Adwoa Safo herself described that committee as bogus and actually went ahead to question the authority, more or less, of its chairman. So I'm asking, does that extend to the committee itself, which is trying to find out why the party lost?
No, of course, it extends to the committee itself. Indeed, you ask yourself who formed the committee. It's the national executive of the party. They form the committee. And they have no moral right whatsoever to form a committee and put Michael Kwe as a chairman or what role he's playing there. Michael Kwe, I know Michael Kwe very, very well. We all grew up in the party. And Michael Kwe can never speak his mind. I know him. He can't speak his mind. And he knows what I'm saying is true. You need somebody who is firm and strong. And call a spade when if necessary. These are the type of people we want at the leadership of the party now. People who are not corrupt. People who have no complex. People say they are arrogant. I don't say that as arrogance. Arrogance is normally applied to the people who know where they come from and what they have behind them. These are a group of people who have enormous complex and they try to massage their ego. And that has ended us in the way that we are today.
You are also questioning the party executives' handling of the issue regarding Adwoa Safo's public commentary on what the party earlier issued directive on that party members should not do. My question to you is it a case that you see it as the party targeting Adwoa Safo? Because like you said, other people have made similar comments, but the party has been quiet on it.
No, I have said earlier on that the party was founded on democracy. And as such, any member of the party has a right to express his or her concerns at any time. And Adwoa Safo, as a member of the party, has that right equally. I don't see anything wrong with that at all.
Do you expect Adwoa Safo to appear before the disciplinary committee?
The disciplinary committee itself. Look, let me tell you one thing. Years back, when Kofi sacked, and I use the word sacked, and I know what I'm talking about, the newly elected executive of the party, Paul Afoko, Kwabena Japon, Sami Krab, they were not allowed to even enter into their offices. I came out boldly and attacked Akufo-Addo. And then I had a call from late Reverend Asante Antwi trying to coerce me to meet the National Disciplinary Council or whatever they are. I told him, if they want me, then they should come to my house. And he agreed, because he was inviting me to his house where the meeting would take place. I said, no, you want me, come to my house. So whatever happens to me, of course, I'm not afraid of anything, will be known by my people. And I never heard from him again until he died. So Adwoa Safo can either forget about them or go and meet them if she wishes so. But if it had been me, I would never do that, because they have no moral right whatsoever. When things were going wrong, where were they? When we had the corruptions and incompetence all around, where were they? These are the things we have to look at. And if we really want to be in power in the near future, then we have to reorganize that party properly. We should go to the grassroots and know those who really genuinely love our party from the ward level to the constituency level, from the constituency level to the regional level, and then up at the national level. Until we do that, we should forget about it.
But you are telling us this evening that the current leadership of the party cannot reorganize the party. But in another breath, you're telling us that we need to go down to the grassroots. Who then carries out that reorganization job? Or where should the party actually start from?
I have told you earlier on that the present leadership should have resigned en bloc. That is what they should have done. If they have the culture of resignation, that is what they should have done. And indeed, Adjoa Safo herself, when she realized things were not going well, she should have come out earlier to talk about it. And if leadership failed to listen to her, then she should have resigned. That is the problem of the Ghanaian politician. We fear to resign. So this present leadership, they have failed the party. They have no moral right whatsoever to call themselves leaders of the party. And I am saying that they should leave the scene. We can have an interim management committee that can set the party back on this track.
The party's deputy general secretary is questioning or is saying that you are not a founding member of the NPP. That's shocking, isn't it?
It's not shocking. He is ignorant, and he was not around when the party itself, when we started the party. Now, luckily there's a lady. In fact, President Kofi is there. Those who names we had at the Electoral Commission were just a number of them. Then he wants to tell me that Peter Alajes was not even a founding member of the party. That's what he wants to say. Now, if he is ignorant about what happened before, years before, when only God knows where he was, he should just shut up. That's what I'll say. I don't even know him. Luckily, there's a lady by name Adole Akwe in town now, who worked closely with the chairman of the party, PJ Darocha. She's around. She can consult her. He can consult her. I don't want to waste my time on people who don't know what they are talking about.
But
this is not just the ordinary politics that we do with. This is a serious matter, and we have to be serious about it.
So you reject the tag he's trying to put on you tonight that you are not a founding member of the NPP?
The records are there. I said the records are there. I have a paper, a certificate to that effect, and other people. Not me alone. There are others, including people who I would say would not even like to show their faces at the moment, who are not members, who are not the right members, who were not politicians at that time, but they were founding members.
Right, so he also tried to...
If he doesn't know what he's talking about, he should just shut up.
Right, he also tried to, create the impression, or to say for a fact that the committee that you say does not have the credibility to look into why the NPP lost the election has people on that committee that have a lot of credibility. And if even the chairman has issues, like you're trying to put it, that does not, negate the work the committee has been tasked to do. How do you respond to that?
Now, if you listen to him carefully, he was listing a number of people with degrees either before or after their names. That is the problem we have with our party. That is the big problem we have with our party. We don't get down to the grassroots. He shouldn't think there are no other intellectuals in other political parties or in our party. They are. But they are not the right people really to go down to the grassroots to know exactly what they feel about what has happened. You follow me?
Yeah.
As I sit down here, you should know also that I am a doctor of medicine, not a PhD of nothing. I have practiced for years. And my full name is Nyaho Nyaho Tamakloe. I'm not just Tamakloe. I'm Nyaho Nyaho Tamakloe. If he wants to know why it is so, he should approach me.
All right. Talking about how to cure this challenge the NPP faces in reorganizing the party and fact-finding, your position is that the current leadership should resign. They are saying that call you're making has no basis because you yourself, you are not a founding member of the party. Also, you have been expelled from the party, and so you do not have the locus to actually make any recommendations to whatever the party wants to do.
As far back as 2016, when I came publicly and declared that Ghanaians, if they did vote Akufo-Addo in as a leader of the country, they will regret terribly. It was after that that statement came. And the one who championed it was one former regional minister. In fact, the whole thing was sent to the highest level of the party, and decision could not be taken. And he boasted that he could write a letter to him, which he did. I didn't bother about that. I don't just wait to live on politics. I have my own work I can do, so I didn't bother. But as I've said, any of them, as earlier on Professor Asante said, when you talk of political parties, you talk about numbers. So if he is a man, he should take a pen and sack me from the party today. And you'll see what will happen.
So you consider yourself as a member of the party?
I am a member of the party. Because the letter I had from the party at that time said I have been put on suspension indefinitely. They didn't tell me that I've been sacked from the party. No. He must know exactly. There are a lot of them who really don't know what that party stands for. Why some of us went to prison. Why a man like Kwame Pianin should spend 10 years to 11 years of his life in prison. Why I spent about 5 years of my life in prison. And others. They came in to loot. We didn't come in to loot. We came in to set up a democratic state.
Right.
And it took us years to fight military dictatorship. So when they are talking, they should know how they talk.
All right. Finally, before I let you go, Doc, the party is trying to find out why they lost the 2024 elections. We are yet to get our report. From where you sit, what could have caused the defeat of the NPP in the 2024 elections?
I can assure you from my own observation, right from the word where I told you that even the present leadership, we saw it on television, money is being exchanged left, right, center, material things. And believe me, the party believed in the same thing. If they can be bold and come out, the amount of money they spent on the last elections, Ghanaians will take cutlasses after them. I'm telling you, they spend huge amount of money. But as I said earlier, the winning of the 2024 elections was not even a victory of the NDC alone. It was a victory of the Ghanaian people who got fed up with our party and got fed up with the leadership of our party. That was why we have the change today. So to me, the NDC is just a conveyance belt. I'll say that. I don't care what they think about it. That has brought us to where we are. And they have to work hard. And we have to work harder if we want to gain power again in the future.
Do you think the NPP will ever come to power again?
It is possible.
Right.
It is possible if we get the right leadership. If we get people who are selfless, if we can get people like B.J. Darocha, if we can get people like Peter Lajiti, if we can get people like K.J. Osebonso, if we can get people like what do you call him? Kwame Safwedu. I mean, these were professionals in their own field, but they were selfless. And politics is not a money-making factory.
Right.
Politics is where you help the people to come up, maybe to the level that you are. But
right. Before
those we have now came into politics because they want money and they need money.
Great.
And so very soon, some of them will be exposed. And they will be exposed in such a way that they will have the shock of their lives.
Right.
They have really run this country down.
Yeah, you are confident the NPP can come back to power. I'll go to Dr. Asante shortly, but
I'm saying when they work hard, they can come back to power.
Wait, Dr. Baumia.
That's why political parties are formed.
Wait, Dr. Baumia.
If the NDC fails to deliver. I didn't hear you well.
I'm asking with Dr. Baumia still as the flag bearer of the party in the next 4 years, or you are looking at a different person to lead the party?
No, our party is a democratic party, and with concerning Baumia, I have already come out with my statement long ago. I know Baumia very well. I was with him in his own town, in Bimbila and other. I got the pictures to prove it myself, Aliu Mahama. We were handling him. But Baumia must allow the democratic process to operate in the NPP. And that means he should not think he can win election by just using money and maybe influence of somebody. He should have to work hard if he wants to win election. I'm talking about the leadership of the party.
Right.
If he's able to work hard, yes, he can be the leader of the party.
Thank you.
And anyone who works hard can lead the party. But anyone who thinks he can use money and influence to get to the leadership of the party, the person will fail and the party itself will fail miserably.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nyaho Nyaho Tamakloe.
Right, so any people who Dr. Nyaho Nyaho Tamakloe, our founding member at the New Patriotic Party NPP Amanyokono, Nene Anna Echewe, Nina Fanyoma Hodo, Nay, Elcoso NPP Amanyokono, and I'm swa, I'm a fair battle a quarter, almost so at the Chupoto, and Nay, Copium Rashibi Fimwa, just say NPP Amanyoko Pa, Nankakane, or Moya Domdo, and no Mawabe Donkuma Pa, and yet Asam Ketwa. Yet Rase, not yet Dinko more Ahodwana, not here monitoring, sorry.
Okay, the attendant said, Asamna Kosono. I did the on Shadanye NPP Amanyoku Muni Papa, and the Biovacase, a Sampane Kosono. Who be aware a true party faithful and a true party member. The Echoes we are there, oh my winning. It's answered. You see a board in Shamla, and yet near bodies to Mra and ye. And they said NPP since 1992. I'm changing from UP about NPP no. Tutone omunuma amudi and the crop of people. Nipa ye omodomo ye party no from 92 day back. The lives of dual sides nom ayi damboche nom hakumusu ajima nom ya safama for nom ayi abetero kwade nyame fa na currency and a lot of people ayi Jacobi Chebilamte ayi go for big people sabe crap on big names na no hin to nom na ohwesa part na nyu nyam bia no wo na ohwe ideologically no e kwan kura no a your friend say part no fa so e ba abemu ene niam oba abem so be ye Ghana ya kono for the first time Ghana Black Star kwa yen ko World Cup da into here said Ghana call World Cup for the first time now heard the enthusiasm and they said just say baby abafabia na Ghana be a star of Africa indeed as it's supposed to be.
Sure.
I didn't hear because the people leading the party then were creative. As a day, chairman be nani tipase na okoba na ohurihuri no ohurihuri secretary bi no wa na nisan na okoba na ohurihuri na ohurihuri constituency chairman bi no okoba no wa na football you no ohurihuri no ohurihuri. They do not have the professionalism. Until ama party no AC a penny. The party is indeed in crisis. Na crisis no ayahu here. Until the era Nyaho Nyaho Tamakloe kano. O say adwasafo wa anya boni bia. O say emu bia kana de. Ni mum no ye kan sebe ese afisam nyentomago. Ene yesia ahata abonten na saasam na ye kan enti no amankofo bi so afa hu edin kwasiasam party ko so ye kra na de be so mi yankan mu aso. So it's time you allow some people to spit the hell out of them. No mo hutumi tom. It is so say your mom fan dem ngu akwam na just afo nya eboni bia no a me so me ne ya twen pepepe.
Right, I will share like share na fe comment ni na go comment section I say fa emaye yakramo.